check, 1, 2. What is this? Welcome to one of the first episodes of Origins. And with me today, man, I have the pleasure of having Eric, Chiki, Black Tux in the building. Thank you very much, brother, for having me.
Thank you for coming, man.
Bro, he's one of the most sought after tuners in the Tampa area, and he was definitely one of the first people that I wanted to sit down with, that I got to meet on a personal level, on and off of racing out in the streets. He's an amazing guy, man. He's a great builder and a great tuner, so nonetheless, bro, I want to know a little bit more about your background. Everybody knows you for your tuning, and what you do with motorcycles, your racing skill, your setup skills, and all these things. But what about, where did Chiki come from? Where was Eric born? And what were your humble beginnings in Puerto Rico, here? Where was it?
I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm from Yabucoa, Puerto Rico. I was born and raised over there. I started back in the days breaking Hondas.
Oh, yeah? You were a Honda guy, bro?
Honda game. In the Honda game back in 97. We used to work on a lot of EG hatches, EF at that time.
Bro, I didn't know you were a Honda guy.
Yeah.
A lot of guys out here are in the fucking game.
How we call in Puerto Rico the Carpa racing team. Everybody working in the garage, breaking stuff. Like, we were young, we don't know what we're doing. Like, it was a lot of fun at that time. We broke a lot of engines too.
A lot of engines?
A lot of engines.
Oh, man,
We
bro.
started doing nitros setups. Like, we don't know. We got Edgardo Nitros in Puerto Rico, one of the well-known guys over there. He helped us a lot. Like, hey, do this combination. You're doing this wrong. You're doing that. I got my friend Joselito and Javi over there, and my brothers.
Yeah.
And that's where we start. Then I moved to Wisconsin for 2 years, back in 2000 something, the beginning 2002, 3, something like that. I started working on Hondas over there too.
Really?
Yeah, with some Asian guys. I learned a lot with those guys.
So the guy that taught me was Asian. He was Chinese. All right, so you moved to Wisconsin and you started fucking around with the Hondas over there with the Asian guys.
With the Asian guys. They were crazy. At that time, it was no tuning. It was
The chip DCU?
The
The chip
DCU.
DCU? 12,000, no limit?
Yeah, it was like, you pass the 8,000, 9,000 RPM.
you better
and then
pray.
You hit the needle. On the
You better pray.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had those on B20s.
Yeah, B20.
With the B16 trainee, B20 nitrous.
the H22.
The H22s.
Back in the day,
Oh
everybody,
my
no,
God.
2.2 liter, man. This is the best.
What a headache, bro. What a fucking
Breaking
headache.
axles
Yeah,
left
left
and
and
right.
right, because they
Yeah.
wouldn't sit the right way, bro. Yeah, bro.
It was bad.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
super bad.
Yeah, bro. I fucked. And I loved, that was my first. So I had a Prelude.
Oh, me too.
H23, spun a bearing, didn't know shit. I took it to a shop in New Hampshire. They did a JDM H22 swap for me.
Oh, yeah.
With they got me. They didn't give me the H22 training. They kept it. They only gave me the long block. After realizing, like 2 years later.
They were LSD at that time.
Exactly. Fuck me. I got the H23 with the long gears, bro.
long
Right?
gears.
Yeah.
The
So,
turbo.
yeah. So anyway, I started racing. I got it. I had what was it, man? Some kind of ECU clutch intake. The little stuff. Bro.
ECT clutch.
Yeah, ACT clutch, bro. With the Apex.
Apex. Remember
my
Apex
God.
computer for timing?
Yeah,
and,
oh my God.
goodness.
That was big in drifting.
Yeah.
The FC, the Power FC.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people started using it for Hondas, turbo Hondas.
Turbo on that.
Yeah, bro, but that's
They got the
crazy.
boost controller and like that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
boost controller. They got a
I
lot
miss
of
those
stuff.
days, bro,
Yeah.
sometimes, man. But I won't deal with a Honda no more, bro. After I got my BMW M4 and the Supra, I had a Supra.
You got big boys,
Yeah.
You got money.
Yeah,
You
well,
got money.
Yeah. But all right, so you were in Wisconsin with the Hondas, and
Yeah.
and how long were you there?
I was there for like 2 years, something like that. Then I came to go back to Puerto Rico for like a year and a half, and then I came here to Florida. That was like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
I came here. Also barber. I started working as a barber here. Then I know my friend that he got a hatch. He used to race here in the streets.
Yeah.
A lot. He got his friend. It's my friend now. He's like my brother too.
Yeah.
Um, he was the builder of his engines. I don't know the guy, so I met the guy through my friend. We started doing a relationship, whatever. He got a race car. He got a Honda Civic. He was a street race car.
Yeah.
He got parachute and everything. Rodolfo Mercado, well-known guy in the front-wheel drive. I know him. Then they start. Long story short, he started a racing shop, like a racing shop here in Tampa. Then I got to know Omar. He was the tuner. Omar Crespo from Area 51. Well-known guy in the.
Shout out to Omar, Area 51, all those guys over there.
Yeah, few things. I get to know a lot of people due to this relationship with
What, Rafa?
with Rodolfo.
Rodolfo.
They opened the shop and they give me the opportunity to start working part-time with them.
Nice.
So I start working with him and Omar, tuning, the tuner. From that, you keep going, growing up. I get to know a lot of people, like the owner of Filter. We were the first couple guys here in US to put the filter in four-wheel drive cars.
Really?
The rear-wheel drive Lucy Mar too. That's from Orlando. That's the whole world record holder right now. I started, get to know. I used to have an EK Civic. So every time I got a chance or whatever, I put the car in the dyno. And Omar told me how to go up and down on numbers or whatever. I started tuning my own car one day, and I like it. I keep going. I always got my bike since I was like 22, 23. I used to have a CBR. Then I jumped to Puerto Rico, no bike. Came here to Florida, so I bought a 2004 Gixxer here, and I started working on it. I started liking the bikes more than cars.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's how the changeover happened?
Yeah, I was like, So I was debating. So I sold the 2004, and then I bought a Busa, a 2008 Busa. I was like, working on the Busa here and there because we were traveling a lot from the, racing cars and stuff. We were traveling to everywhere. We went to Aruba, Curacao, Akron, New
With
Jersey,
those guys?
With the Tampa Bay Tune. That was the shop name.
Really?
Tampa Bay Tune, yeah.
Well, shout out to Tampa Bay Tune, man, for giving my guy the opportunity to flourish to what he is now.
So after that, they closed down. They closed down due to they did some stuff that we were expecting different results.
Oh, okay.
The result doesn't came to
It didn't come to fruition the way you wanted it to.
So they have to close down the shop because of those decisions. So it's a 50-50 chance.
You got it. Yeah, high risk, high reward, or sometimes it doesn't pan out. But you learn. But you learn.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, I started working with him, with Rodolfo in Infinity of Tampa for like 8-9 years, something like that.
Oh, so he was who you worked with Infinity over there. So you were working on the Infinity cars over there.
Yeah, after we closed down, he's like, hey, I can, give you a job, give you work over there in Infinity.
Yeah.
You're going to start like this, and then you're going to take classes and go up from there.
Nice.
So that's what I did. So I finished there being a tech. Like, I finished the Nissan Infinity School, all that.
Oh, yeah. So you certified tech and everything like that.
Yeah, in Nissan Infinity.
Nice.
So I went to one shop. They don't know I know about Dyno. They don't know I know about Toom. They don't know who I am.
Okay.
So I got my Busa. So I was like, you know what? I want to flash the Busa. So I called the guy. The guy's like, oh no, I don't do ECUs. I was like, damn. So I know another guy. He passed away. Rest in peace. He got the wires and the equipment to do the flash on the Hayabusa. That was produced by Smith.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, I called this guy. He said he don't flash ECU. Can we flash my ECU with your stuff?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, let's go. I was like, okay, let's go. I went to his shop, flash it, bam, 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 bam. The other guy told me to get a power commander. I was like, okay, I get in the internet, bought a power commander for the Busa, boom, bam, bam. whatever. So I put the bike together, went to his shop. Hey, this is what I charge. I was like, okay, no problem, go ahead. Start tuning the bike. The bike has some problem with the fuel pump. So I put the bike back apart. I put the bike at the dyno. We got the problem with the fuel pump. Get it out. Get a fuel pump. Come back to the dyno. Put it back in the dyno. The bike was making power. At that time, it was making supposedly like 190, something like that. I was like, okay, cool. So the thing is, like, the guy have another friend with the same bike,
Okay.
and we were doing the same horsepower, the same everything. So after he finished doing the bike, blah 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 blah, I know he went in the dyno jet again and do something. I was watching him the whole time. So I was like, okay, cool. So we went to the street. I raced with his friend,
Yeah.
and he beat me for like 4 bikes. I was like,
Really?
wow, this can't be, man. I'm like 40, 50 pounds lighter than this
Yeah.
guy.
It shouldn't be that. What's going
I
on?
got more horsepower, quicker power band, so I got more acceleration.
Yeah.
This is now.
So yeah.
Okay, so we went to the play, blah 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 blah. So I was so mad, so I get the tools, leave my gas tank in the place, remove the power commander, go back, we race again, and he beat me for like half a bike, like 3 4 times. I was like, you know what? This can't be, man. Like, this guy do something to me.
Yeah.
So he pushed me to where I am right now.
Because
after
because of
that-
what he did.
Because of what he did, yeah. So after that, I get all the ECU stuff. I bought it myself, and I start doing street tuning because I know how everything works because of the cars.
Yeah. So it was very similar.
It's very similar. So I was like, okay, so I get a white band, I put a white band, I got a GoPro, I put a GoPro in my helmet.
Yeah?
I was street tuning with a GoPro.
So you could see the wideband that
I could see
way.
the white band and the RPM.
Wow.
No data logging, no
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
at that time. I was like going crazy. So I started tuning the bike, street tuning. Next time we were to race again with the same guy, I beat him for a lot.
Yeah.
With my tuning. No power commander, no nothing, just flashing by me.
So that must have gave you the confidence
Yeah.
to want to push forward and build and do your own thing
Yeah,
because of your bad experience with somebody else.
yeah, but he pushed me.
Yeah,
So
no.
I can
You
say
should
thank
thank
him.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. But to be honest, I saw him a couple years ago in Maryland. We were racing and he was there. I even checked his hand. So I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people got preference with friends.
Yes.
I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah.
If one bike touch my dyno, it's all out or nothing.
Yeah.
Don't put the bike on my dyno.
Yeah.
Everything got the same love. So that's where I started. Then I start getting people like, yo, who tuned your bike? Me. Oh, can you tune mine? I was like, it's not that easy. You know, I don't have a dyno, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I was like, yo, if I stay with the bike a couple days, I can tune it.
Mm.
So I started like that. I tuned a couple bikes, like street tuning with the camera.
Yeah. That's wild. Holy shit, man.
I'm checking the timing, how fast. Like I was doing the pulls. Like I start in one point all the time, like 40 miles, boom, to like 100, then to like 150.
Okay.
After that, I don't pass after 150. It was too dangerous in the street.
Yeah.
So I was doing 100 and then 150. I was playing with timing, playing with different
Yeah.
fuel, like see what was better for the bike. I was doing, okay at that time for street tuning.
And how long ago was this?
Oof. That was like maybe like 7, 8 years ago.
Do the math. Chiki's kind of fucking old, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. So let me ask you this.
43.
So let me ask you this. Before you got into the bikes, from Hondas to the opportunity you got with Rodolfo to be able to work on everything else how much of the Hondas, do you miss any of that?
I do.
Yeah?
I miss, going traveling with them, like have fun for a weekend, work on the cars.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. I like it. I came from the car game all my life.
Yeah.
So I like being, in the track.
So if you had the choice, right? Would you and you had unlimited money, would you build a shop to do both, or would you pick one over the other with everything that you know now?
It's like I think it's like if I work on cars, it will be with Omar. Like he always, every time I talk to him in the phone or whatever,
Yeah.
he's like asking me, "Hey, are you coming, to my shop and work for me, or we can work together? You can bring your dyno, you can bring this,
Yeah.
we can do like a bike and car shop,
Yeah.
whatever." So
Like Carita.
yeah, like Carita is my brother right
Yeah,
there.
shout out to Carita.
Yeah,
When you
Carita,
coming on, bro? I want you on the show.
a que sepa. Carita is my dog. I talk to him a lot too. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I don't have beef with nobody. I talk to Carita. I talk to Lenny. I talk to almost everybody.
That's awesome.
Everybody. Like all the South guys. I don't have no problem with nobody. I do business with Eric Proven Power too. Tampeli, my friend. Your dog.
Proven Power, what up? Tampa Elite.
Tampeli,
You already
Mike
know.
Sullivan. Yeah, I talk to everybody. I talk to people in Orlando too. Charlie Rush, that's my friend too. I bought the dyno from him.
Oh, okay.
I know Anthony 27, another top guy too. Fondon, David
Okay.
Fondon, that he worked with 27 where he got free time. Um, I do a lot of work with people. Like I help
Okay.
everybody. Like if I need parts, I can call any shop.
So, all right. So let me ask you another question then, before we move on a little bit to more of the motorcycle stuff. What do you think is the difference, the biggest difference from the car world and the bike world to you? What do you think is the biggest difference?
Biggest difference is way different. Like to set up. I believe maybe that you're gonna be more safe in a car than a bike. You understand? Like it's very hard to set up a bike with two tires than a car with two big tires. You understand? So like set up the clutch and set up. This is challenging in both cars and bikes. But cars, you just pump tire or you wheelie and you're gonna be safe. The bike, you can flip the bike.
Yeah, you can
just
flip the bike.
launch it.
Yeah,
just
just
launch it,
launching,
you flip
yeah.
the bike. So that's a big challenge.
Yeah.
Clutch and chassis setup
Yeah.
in a bike is a big challenge.
Yeah. I think that when I went to the track, and I said it on my podcast with my boy Reap, shout out to Reap, I always felt like, roll racing takes a certain skill set, but that 60 foot at the track, man, that's very difficult.
That's the key.
That's the key. That's the
60,
key.
330s.
Yeah, 60. If that's not it, you're not gonna run anything good.
60
You know?
and 330s is the most important part. Like, after that, you got more
Wiggle
it's more
room.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's more easy to work on it. Like after the 8 is easy, but 60 and 330s is tricky. It's very tricky.
It's the same. I mean, at the track, 60s. Now Hondas have all-wheel drive systems. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
But 10, 15 years ago, that 60 foot, man. If you weren't cutting a 1.6, you weren't doing shit, bro.
The thing is, it was no traction control.
No
back then.
traction control, nothing. So you were feathering out the hole.
The traction control was your right foot.
Yeah, man. I remember there was a CFT Central Florida
Yeah.
turbo,
Yeah, that broke
the
down.
Blue SI
Yeah.
versus HDM Motorsports.
That was Bevel's line, exactly.
Yes. So you remember, and there was these group of guys, bro. I don't know what happened to them. They came in a white hatch, HDM Motorsports. It was a white hatch, bro. 2,400 pounds on Volk T37s. I think they might have been like 16s on 22s, bro. 22s. I think he ran like a 9.6.
Yeah.
That's 15, almost 20 years ago. I feel like,
Maybe
on
it was,
22s, bro. It was crazy. I'll show you the video when we get off here.
Never see it.
The setup must have been. I was fascinated by the setup of the car. Because I'm like, how did he get this bike, this car down to a science on 22s to run? I think he ran a 10.2, a 10.1, and then like a 9.6 or something like that, bro. On 22s,
That's
bro.
crazy.
You hear the tire going down the track. I'm like, that shit used to
Low profile tire too.
yeah, to 22s. I'm like, what is he? CFT had the skinnies in the back,
Yeah.
fucking everything. He had everything, bro. And he was getting banged out by this hatch, this white hatch, bro. I lost it with that
I
car,
gotta
bro.
talk to Ron about that.
Yeah.
I never heard about
No,
that. No.
HDM Motorsports. He has to remember. He has to remember it, bro, because it was all over the internet. I remember it to this day because that hatch was so impressive.
Okay.
It probably wasn't consistent because I never heard about it
Yeah.
again, But for that day, I saw on the scale 24 something, and the guy was just a driver, bro.
That's crazy.
He was a driver. They ran it back. It was nighttime, and then they ran it back the next morning again.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The
I gotta see
CFT,
that. I
the
gotta see
CF,
that. I
the
gotta see that
CFT
video.
coupe looked crazy though. It sounded crazy, bro.
It was Bevo's car. That's after they give up on that car and they break a lot of stuff. At that time, back in the day, they don't have good axles. Like
It was different. It was
Frank
yeah,
working
yeah,
on new axles and
yeah.
different.
It was either Hasports or drive shaft shop axles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they got a lot of problems and they give them the car. They keep up, putting a lot of effort on the shop to,
Expand.
expand the shop and everybody can know everybody all over the world.
Yeah,
It was time to go hit the Iceland and stuff. Like that.
yeah.
So that car finished being the Lucima Racing. That's the EK.
Really,
Yeah, I finished rear wheel drive.
really.
Yeah. So
Wow,
that was the blue Lucima Racing K series rear wheel drive.
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
I
man.
work on Gerardo. He was the tuner on that car, and he's still the tuner because they sold that car to Australia or South Africa. I think it's
Really?
in, South Africa or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, they sold it over there overseas, and they did the new war. The new war,
Yeah.
the war.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
green one, the full
yeah.
chassis car.
That's it?
Yeah, that was the ex Lucy Mark. He sold it, and now it's the war. They call the
Wow.
war. It's a green one. He's the world record.
Holder?
Yeah,
You-
Honda.
I was surprised that they got rid of the sport front wheel drive class. You remember the Clutch Masters was dominating everything?
When they used to do no
Lone Nguyen, bro. That woman. I used to go to every event with
Oh, you're saying this? Oof.
it was Lone Nguyen and her husband was
It was the other guy. This with the gray Civic, silver Civic.
what was his name, man? I forgot his name. But those were the golden years, bro. Like that's when Honda, like it was so competitive. I went to SEMA.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
SEMA.
saying? Shout out to Gary Wang, man. He taught me everything that I know about Hondas, man. Like I built so many Type R's. I built so many cars, man. So many Hondas. I love them, you know what I'm saying? But to go back, it's so much money. But it's the same thing, right? You build a bike. The more you build, the more problems you're gonna have, bro.
It's the same. I can say it's almost the same amount of money. Like you invest in a bike to go 7 seconds to build a Honda for 7 seconds.
that's crazy, bro.
Because right now, if you build a Busa for 7 seconds or motor, the engine will be like 13 to $14,000. Depending what gasoline.
Yeah.
The clutch is like 20 something $100.
Yeah, no,
Suspension is
yeah,
like
yeah.
$1,800.
If you want to go sequential, well, I don't think they have, it's different for bikes, but sequential in a Honda or whatever,
Oh, yeah. Sequential is like what? They start at
$15,000, $20,000.
dollars.
I don't even.
8,000 one, but that's not the good one.
I think for Hondas, I don't know anybody with a sequential tranny in a Honda. That's mostly for like GTR, like Evos, the older Evos.
Evo 8.
Yeah, the Evo 8s. They have the Liberty, the gearbox, the dog box.
Yeah, and the G-Force.
Yeah, the G-Force. Those are 10 grand all day.
Oh yeah. Easy.
It's crazy and it's never ending. And they don't have.
Then you need a good clutch for it. Like,
Yeah.
It's money. It's money. Like everything is money in bikes and cars. Maybe a 7 second bike. I can do a low budget bike like this bike right here. This bike is from the auction. Like the guy just bought it like 4 months ago. The beginning of this year, he bought this bike. and this is a stock CF14. We're gonna do simple stuff, bolt-ons that everybody does. But I'm planning to do like nitromethanol on it, a little bit of percent, so we can hit maybe like I want to run with the stock engine, never been touched, A2 A1 in the quarter mile, hand clutch.
Hand clutch.
Yeah, hand clutch. No Gen 2, no nothing. Hand clutch. So nitromethanol, you can do a lot of stuff with nitromethanol. But it's very dangerous. So if you want to go quick and cheap, that's the way to go.
Well, Hondas do it all the time now, man. Nitro.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
nitromethanol, because everybody in the street right now, especially in New York,
Everybody's on nitro.
they love it, bro. You
Yeah.
see these guys in the trailer like,
Yeah.
put more,
Yeah,
put more.
they don't even measure shit. They're fuck it. Yo, it looks good. Fuck it. Do a burnout. See how it
Okay.
smells good. I think that one thing that I thought was pretty cool about your story was how you started from the cars to, building full out drag cars to then graduating into the motorcycles, which you do now. And you have a shop and you work for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, how does that make you feel when you think about everything that you went through to get to where you are? How do you feel? You ever think about that?
I think about it. Actually, I was talking about that with my girlfriend like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I never thought I would be,
Here.
right now. Like, I thought gonna be working for somebody all my life. You never know. Maybe I can close, like we say, like my
Yeah.
friend have to close down. Maybe it happens to me. Maybe not. Cross my fingers, you
Yeah.
know. But it's like damn. I feel proud. I feel proud. My girl feel proud about me. Like, thank you, baby. Like, she's like, I feel proud about you because I know you work hard for
Everything that you went through to get to where you're at.
she knows. She been supporting me for a lot of years, the whole time, because I start doing this. I start getting my first storage here. She was with me painting after work.
Yeah.
She came here after work,
That's
helping me
awesome.
sanding the walls and stuff. Putting the dyno, everything. She worked
Wow.
with me to get the dyno.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
it's
Man.
like damn. We've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Like, it's hard. Having our own business is hard.
Yeah, it's not
It's not easy with
it's
this
not for
economy.
everybody.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I started in 2019. The name of Blacktux is starting 2019.
Okay.
Working on bikes, tuning on the streets since 2017, maybe something like that. So it's been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it's been
Yeah.
a challenge, like up and downs and up and downs. And
I think that's what a lot of small businesses,
I started the business when the COVID started. That's when I
That's when you started?
That's when I start.
Wow.
My girl always telling me, like, remember when you started the business, it was just the beginning of COVID, and you always have work and you always have money to pay bills and stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of people that they close down. I feel
Yeah.
sorry. I know a couple of my friends that they have
They
to
have
close
to
down
close
their
down.
own. Yeah, because
That was a
it
tough
was
time.
different business, and we're
Yeah.
living in tough times
Tough
right
times,
now.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the economy is crazy. Like,
is,
I
it
feel
is.
I feel very blessed, very blessed.
Yeah.
Like,
Break time. Hold on. We gotta get more.
see, Bobby,
More alcohol. More alcohol. That was a long drink break. I'm sorry. We started talking shit.
Give me hand. Okay.
You.
Ice anymore.
All right, man. So we took a little break. It was a longer break than supposed to be, but it's all right. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Talking about
Talking shit. Talking shit about everybody. So I'm fucking around. I'm
Nice.
fucking around. I'm fucking around. But one thing that I was thinking about too, Chiki, with you is you push. You're a one man shop here. You do a lot by yourself. Do you feel like you appreciate every job that you get? Do you feel like the people appreciate what you do for them?
I really like, it's a lot of people, like, They get here, blah 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 blah. So I got problem with one bike. So I take 3 bikes that day. I start working on all 3 or whatever at the same time. Like, okay, let me remove this, bam 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 bam. Okay, I got stuck this in this part. So I was like, hey, this is bad. Go to the computer, order parts. Boom 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 boom. Left this bike. Go to the next one. Oh, start working. Oh, I found the problem or whatever. But sometimes I don't find the problem. So I get stuck in that bike. So the third bike, I was supposed to work on it that day or next day. It's got a little delay because I got stuck on this one. It's more that I was, thinking. It taking me more time than I was thinking. So, but at the end of the day, everybody, they pick up the bike. Like, they were like, okay, I'm happy with the result. Blah 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 blah. It made me happy, like
When
they got a smile on it
on
because
their
most of the
face.
bike they came here for a problem and they finished tuning the bikes and this and that whatever. Like, let's do a few pump upgrade. So I ordered the part, blah, blah, blah. I start everything, tune the bike. Hey, your bike is ready. So they came here. Oh, how many horsepower? So that's another conversation that we're gonna have maybe later on about horsepower.
Yeah.
So they get sad. I like this power. I like yeah. Just test drive the bike. Pay me first before you go before you go in the ride.
You gotta pay.
Yeah, pay me first, and come back and let me know how you feel the bike. 99.9% of the time, people are like, you see the visor and you see the eyes like, yo, crazy man. Like, you got like 5 horses on my bike. If you feel like I got 20, the acceleration is so crazy. I was in one wheel. Like, it made me happy. That's what it made me happy. Like, see people like happy
Their
with
reaction
the
with the
toys.
work that you did.
Their
The
reaction.
work that you did.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, so, all right. I want to talk a little bit about your personal project. Talk to me as much as you can about your personal look at his face. You see his face? It's all happy.
I don't have time. I don't have time for it.
So what I want to know a little, because I have a question, but I want to know about your personal project before I ask the question. So if you could talk a little bit about your personal project, what it is, what you're trying to accomplish and do with that.
It's a 2008 Hayabusa. It's a 2008 Hayabusa. It was my friend Hayabusa. Then it was my other friend Hayabusa. Then it was my Hayabusa. It was between us three guys. Always like, hey, you want the bike? I need money. Yeah, I want it. He got the bike. For a couple months, he don't even put miles on it. He called me back. Yo, you want the bike back? No, I'm broke. He called the other guy. Hey, you want the bike? Yeah. I'm planning to put money on my car and do other stuff. I got some deals to do. Yeah. So it was like,
Okay.
since 2008.
Wow.
It was a original 2008 Hayabusa, the copper color. So
it's a nice color, bro.
it finished being my wife and bike.
Really?
Yeah, my bike, my wife started leaning on that bike.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
A Hayabusa?
A Hayabusa. She's like 5'3".
Jesus Christ.
At that time, she was like 120 pounds, maybe 118 pounds.
Jesus. She'd make an amazing jockey.
Yeah. So after that, we sold it to my friend again. And then he called me back. So I got the bike again. And then my brother wanted a bike. So I sold it to him. And then he's like, you know what? Let's make a project for your shop. I was like, you going to help me? He's like, yeah, I'm down. I was like, okay, let's go. So we sent the engine to Kevin KWS.
Shout out to
Kevin. Good guy. He did I don't got no secrets.
Okay.
It's a 1640. It's a 1640 Hayabusa engine, fully built. I got a chassis done by DME. I'm a proud dealer of DME. Whatever part everybody needs for DME.
Shout out to DME.
He did the chassis. It's a half-inch 3x3 setup. It's gonna be a full track bike. Like right now, I got the chassis, I got the DME swing arm, I got the engine done by KWS. I'm gonna try to hit maybe like low 7s on all motor. So
Okay. Okay.
that's my goal. So maybe for the end of this year or the beginning of that year, the bike is gonna be ready.
And is that your favorite platform, Hayabusa?
I don't have a favorite one.
No.
I used to have three Busas. I
Jesus.
sold one of my Busas to buy the dyno and start my business.
Really?
Yeah, then I sold the other one. I kept that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to have a 2020 Gixxer 1000. Beautiful bike. I got this one too. So I don't know.
I
It's
love this
Suzuki.
BMW.
Suzuki is easier, like more parts, more easy to tune, um, more reliable than BMWs and all the type of bikes like CF14. Like those bikes are a nightmare to change the spark plugs.
He showed me yesterday. It's terrible.
It's bad. Like I'm this kind of tuner that I tune by spark plug too. I got the data logging, I got everything on it, but the spark plug is
That's what you need to see to.
you can see the data. Technology can fail sometimes too, So I like to see, the spark plug itself
Yeah,
because the
rich,
spark plug,
lean,
yeah,
because
you can
spark plugs don't lie.
the spark plug don't lie. Like you can see the timing, you can see how hot
Yeah.
is the combustion chamber, everything. Like I like to tune by spark plug,
Okay.
but low sevens, all motor.
Low sevens.
If we hit six, it's gonna be hard, but
You gonna drive it?
I'm gonna drive it. I'm not gonna let nobody. Maybe Ortiz Racing is gonna help me with the clutch system. Shout out to Ortiz Racing. He's gonna help me with the Gen 2 or maybe slider. I don't know if I go slider or go Gen 2
Okay.
because I want to ride
What's
back.
the difference?
The difference with the slider is that you don't have they got this thing now that you can ride back. You can roll the bike back to the pits. They got this new system that it press your pressure plate so the clutch can grab.
Okay.
So instead the grab, put first gear and go. So you gotta put first gear, and when you pull, pull, or push,
Yeah.
pull, right. When you pull the lever, then you're going forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's
Oh, so it's the opposite.
the opposite. It's gonna be called the MTC with the right back. That's the slider. The Gen 2, you can even drive a Gen 2 clutch, MTC Gen 2 clutch. You can even drive in the street.
So when you're coming out the hole at the track, you're coming out gracefully, not aggressive.
Because it's a sleeper clutch.
Yeah, slipper. Clearly the name, right?
Yeah,
Slipper
it's a
clutch,
sleeper
yeah.
clutch. So the only bad thing about the slider is like you cannot ride back. But now they got this system that it push your clutch system, it push it. So when you push,
Push. And
so
it'll
you
get
can
you back to the pits.
and you can go. You can grab the clutch grab and you can go.
Wow, that's
With the
super
Gen
technical.
2, it worked normally, but you have to like be aggressive on the throttle.
When you hit.
So you can set up the springs. You got two different setup. So you got the weight and you got the springs.
Yeah.
So when you set up the spring for like, okay, I'm gonna do like my takeoff is gonna be 5,000.
Yeah.
So you go like 4,500,
Yeah.
hit it.
Yeah.
You pin the bike and let off the clutch
Yeah.
completely. It's gonna slip by itself. You understand?
That
So
sounds easier.
It's a lot easier.
Sounds a lot easier. Yeah.
And it's gonna be a longer life for your clutches too. Not like through hand clutch. This bike, I got a through hand clutch bike. For a polished head by Genio in Puerto Rico. Badass builder over there in Puerto Rico. Bike owner is Razi Racing.
Hit this bike right here.
Yeah, this bike is new, but he got another one. He got a black bike
Okay.
that we run 790s already on it with just polished head, stock cams, drop off pistons, through hand clutch.
So let me ask you this: you drop in pistons, right? Mm-hmm. So I need clarification with this because it's not like a fucking Honda that when I think of drop in pistons, I'm at my house. We took the head off. We're gonna put these pistons in, change the bearings. Let's go.
That is dropping.
Same thing.
Same thing.
So you don't have to take it to the machine shop.
No.
Nothing.
It's a factory block dropping pistons.
Same bore.
Same bore.
Just
exactly.
higher
It's still
compression, whatever.
yeah, it's still a 14. These bikes are 1441 from factory.
Really?
Not like Hayabusa. Hayabusa is 1340. 1339 actually, and this is 1430 something.
So okay, so drop-in is the same. Okay.
It's the same as a Honda. It's the same. Dropping is dropping in any engine. Any engine is like no bore, like overboard or whatever.
You're giving me ideas, Chiki. Giving me ideas. God damn it, yo. But okay, so all right, so
Dropping piston. That's what you need in the BMW.
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
I can hook you up. I'm a CP Carrillo dealer.
No, this guy he's a lot of dealers, yo. He reminds me of you, Reap, actually, my boy.
Rip, I know now. Hey, my bad. I did respect you last time podcast. Okay, sorry.
Listen, so all right, so those are your plans for your Hayabusa. That's where you want to get to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Are you trying to stay? How do you feel about the street bikes? Do you feel like you're more of a cruiser now with the street scene? Do you want to focus more on the drag for future business? Where do you think you're at with that?
It's like tough, you have
right?
to. Yeah, it's tough because you have to like. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 because right now in the street, like you do a lot of flashes. It's a lot of guys in the street right now.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of flashes. So you gotta hit where the money at. You understand?
Yeah.
As a business owner.
Yeah. So
as a business
the street
owner,
will be more consistent than the drag because that's builds. It
exactly.
takes time.
Exactly. So most of the guys on the street is seeing is like bolt-ons.
Yeah, right away. They need for next weekend.
Exactly. Like the guy he was here with the brand new 25 anniversary Hayabusa.
Hayabusa's a nasty
So
Hayabusa.
he bought the bike Saturday, he came here today and he ordered like 3,000 and some change on parts already. So, that's money.
Yeah.
You understand? A drag bike, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time because you have to, like my bike, you have to send the it depends.
It just takes time, man.
Yeah, it depends how route you're gonna go because if you're gonna go all out, like, you have to send the chassis. So you gotta wait for this company to.
Yeah, they got your 6 months wait here, 3 months here. Maybe if they like you, 2.5 months.
It's a long-term build.
It's long-term build. Yeah. Okay.
So you prefer to go with the street. At the same time, you're gonna do a long-term build. So you still got the street guys. Like, so you're gonna keep making money.
Yeah.
So it's like it's when you got your reputation like HTP and DME or Mafia, Chris Moore, that he helped me. He give me some tips too. Shout out to him too. Like
Shout out to More Mafia.
Yeah, More Mafia give me some tips in Jigsaw when they came out. I asked some stuff. He came here to Tampa. Visit us and we have a great time. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Twice, twice.
Really?
He came here twice and we have a great time. So it's like one of his tuner is BJ. For me, one of the best one right now in the
BJ.
BJ. So you got a couple more guys.
Shout out to Brett Chase. Very awesome guys, man. Brett, great conversation with you, brother.
Yeah, we got a lot of good tuners. So they been in the game for a long time. So they been in the garage game. They got world records on big bikes.
Yeah.
Like it's they got names already.
Yeah,
when you get to that point, so maybe you put a little bit aside the street scene and start working on big projects. But for now, so you gotta keep working on the street. Trying to do some, good numbers because everything is about numbers.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
It is a numbers game.
If you don't do good numbers on the track, you are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? Nobody get to know you.
Yeah.
Like you have to hit the boards with good numbers.
Yeah. In order to get the respect from your peers, right?
and your reputation.
And your reputation. And your reputation.
That's the key for your reputations. You have to make numbers.
You know, I feel like that's a big reason why a lot of the street guys, right, and a lot of these, you know, they have these bikes, they don't get a lot of races, or they don't want a lot of races, because if a lot of your business comes from the street and you start losing, it's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, damn, what do you... Then it comes down to everybody's stock.
Yeah.
You know?
So we were talking about that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Before now, it's hard because I used to have a lot of fun in the street.
Yeah.
But after I opened my business, so it's like...
The pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. I can go over there and have fun. Like, it gotta be a win-win situation. So...
It's interesting because when I do see you out on the street, you're very serious.
Yeah.
You have your laptop, you're very serious. That takes away from, like we talked about back in the day, you know, like for example, I'm new to the roll racing. I've been riding since I was 19, 20, but the roll racing is a different dynamic of...
Let me hold it because I know he's tired.
You know, my wrist pause is tired. So, you know, it's a different animal where I'm learning something different in the motorcycle scene. Building cars, building a bike, learning the process, like working on a Honda, the setup, suspension, tires, all that stuff, weight, all around. It's the same thing with a bike. It's fun to me, where it's not as fun to him because of he's a business owner. It's more serious. It's not the same enjoyment because he can't be like, fuck it, I lose. No. Because if he loses, everybody on social media is going to be like, Black Tux is trash, blah, 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 blah,
exactly.
blah. Just like every other company or any other builder, tuner, it's the same shit. You lose, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it sucks that it's like that, but it's the nature of the sport that we're in. You know, to me, it's a sport anyway.
It is a sport.
Yeah.
It's a sport. I don't take it that serious like people think, but it's like I gotta bring money to my house.
Yeah.
You understand? So I gotta bring money to my house. So it's serious over there. If I lose, I give you my hand. It's no beef with nobody. Like I say, I do a lot of business with big tuners, with a lot of tuners. Like, because I don't take anything serious. It's like, but like we say, like we were talking about fun, it's no fun anymore. Like I can go over there and have fun like I used to. Like I have to win. All my guys have to win. You know, my customers, not my guys, my customers. So I don't know, man. It's
tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's like you don't even know. Sometimes you don't even know what to say to people. Like, hey, I win. Like we used to crack jokes like before back in the day. Yo, I beat your ass up. This and that. No, you can do that now because I'm a owner. I'm a owner business. So they're gonna take everything serious. It's happen. It happens to me already. It happens to me already. I was like, oh, damn, man. Like, don't take, I'm just joking, this and that. I have to explain to them. And they like keep the beef. I was like, man, I lost just was a friend, or he never will be my friend, or I don't know. In the motorcycle game, it's hard.
Unless you're Mikey Solomon, that doesn't give a fuck, and he's just a real guy.
Mike.
You know what that means. So, one thing, Chiki, that I can say, since the day that I met you when I bought Bryant's BMW, you've always been a stand-up guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've always appreciated that about you. All the guys you keep, Mo, Bryant, a lot of stand-up guys around. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're a real guy. You're not a bullshitter. You don't sell dreams. You know what I'm saying? You keep it real. And, that's very hard to come by. I'm learning very fast. I'm catching on very fast in the small amount of time that I've been around the scene. And, man, it's different. It's very different,
It is.
But it's I still love it. So I kind of I think about it a lot. Like, damn, the people that I've only been doing this for not even a year. The people that have been doing this for 4, 5, 6, 7 years and still doing it. You know, the love, the hate,
Uh-huh.
the fuck, like
The up and downs, like
the up
everything.
and downs.
Up and
But
downs.
still having the passion to want to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think that's rare because I see a lot of guys. I see a lot of guys. Whether you're a builder, a tuner, that I don't feel like they do it because they love it anymore.
Uh-huh.
They do it because it's necessary.
It's yeah, exactly. It's like it's a living. You know, it's a job. It's a job. And the thing with those guys is like they get tired about the gapsy, like here, there,
Yeah, all the
da.
extra. Yeah,
Like it happens to me in one point. Like I was like, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up because it's too much gapsy. I'm getting enemies, this and that. So I have to call. I have to call one of the tuners from Orlando. Um, Actually, he called me. My bad. He called me because it was like a war between shops, and the owner shops, we don't know. It was the customers.
that
It
was
was
starting all the
the young
bullshit.
kids.
So the minute you guys sat down, you realized.
Exactly. So I see a post. I was like, somebody tagged me on the post. I was like, what the hell is going on? Who the hell is this?
Yeah,
So I don't even know who's the guy. So they start a crazy argument on Facebook, and I get into it, but professional, like always, like, hey, this and that, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to do, this and that, you want to set up a race, we can do it with this guy and this guy,
yeah,
they are my friend, bam, 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 bam. So I tagged my both guys from the shop, from the other shop, I tagged those.
yeah,
So one of them called me real quick. Yo, what's up? I was like, what's up? I was like, I don't know. I see this post and this and that. They race and they know nobody tell me about the race. And my
Yeah.
guy was on 93 and your guy was on MR12 and that's not
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, it's nothing with you, but if we're gonna set up a race, it have to be even.
yeah, even.
I'm ready to race. I told him real quick. I was like, like
Yeah, yeah.
what the hell's going on? I gotta, take care of my
My God.
my money.
Yeah,
No, my
yeah, your
money.
yeah.
My shop.
Yeah.
So I gotta take care of my name. I was like, what's up, man? I'm ready. So I'm gonna bring an MR12 brand new, and we're gonna put MR12 to both bike with the same can. We're gonna use the same can, brand new, and
Yeah.
we're gonna set up the race. You wanna go or what? And he's like, no, Eric, don't do that. It's not like that. I never knew about it. I was like, oh, you don't know. Oh, okay. I was
So
like,
now
oh.
you know.
I was like, you know what, man? I'm sorry. I told him, I'm sorry. I told you no, this and that. And we finished talking shit and laughing and this and that. But it's like he said, like,
It's the social media,
it's
man.
social media and young kids that they don't understand how hard it is to keep business.
Yeah.
Like in now these days it's hard. Like so they start fighting in social media, little kids, and no, my bike tune. This is my tuner, and your tuner sucks, and this and that, and they start arguing, and everything goes to shit.
And I think it's very hard too to find loyalty.
That's what happened with a lot of guys, like you say, that they just see as a work.
Yeah.
They don't enjoy anymore.
Yeah.
Because they let people get in the mind.
Yeah.
And they don't, they don't go straight to the problem. If I see something, I'm gonna go, straight up to you, as a man. Yo, what's up?
What's the
Or like
what's the problem?
I say, I tag the guy from the other shop. I tag those two guys. I was like, yo, I'm ready. This. What's up? You
Yeah.
understand? He called me. It was a misunderstanding between,
Yeah.
the two young guys. But it's like that. Like people is like, you know what? I'm tired. I just gonna see this as a business. I don't want to have fun. I don't want to get problems. I don't, it's
That's tough, man. That's a tough pill to swallow. you know?
it is bad. It is bad. I know people that they let, customer get in the mind.
Really?
And let that thing happen. It's bad. It's bad.
Also, I kind of feel like too, there's not a lot. Everybody just wants to be that guy, so I feel like there's not a lot of loyalty too, right? So it's not so much who, you can build a, you could think that, oh, this guy, he's gonna stay with me, boo, boo, boo. But if another guy can make 2 extra horsepower or whatever, he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's tough. That's tough. I think people, these fucking airplanes are loud over here, bro. You might as well be in the airport, bro.
we are very close to the airport.
Very.
Actually, like
We're on the airport.
yeah.
Live. Next time, I'm gonna go right to the middle of the airport with Chiki.
Yes.
And we're just gonna do a live so you guys can see the background
If you guys arrive here in Tampa, let me know. I can pick you up.
right there.
I close down
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
I pick you up in
Chiki
like 10
Uber
minutes.
services. Chiki Uber services.
For extra charge. All right.
Extra charge, hey, ain't shit for free.
Yeah, black label.
Yeah. So, that's another thing too is loyalty between customers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think, and we're older guys, we see that in a different light.
Yeah.
We see that differently. We carry that differently.
Exactly.
These younger guys, it's a different idea. Not to say it's all of them, but it's very tough with social media, the people talking, this
New
and that.
generation
Oh,
is
you
hard.
should be making, this much power, or you did this, or you should be doing this, or
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
It's like people care about horsepower. Every dyno is different because you got different factors in dynos, like temperature, like you got humidity, you got altitude in some places. Like right here where I am, I'm like sometimes 11, 12, 15 feet over the sea here in this place.
Above sea level.
Yeah, about sea level. So it's depend how you tune the calibration of the dyno. It's no calibration, but you can set up different stuff in the dyno that I can make more horsepower. So it's not about horsepower. It's about acceleration. Acceleration is the key to make A to B faster. That's all you need. Don't worry about horsepower. Like he said, you see a lot of people posting stuff in the forums or YouTube or whatever. Oh yeah, 215 horsepower. And I got a bike in my dyno, 180 horses, and I beat the shit out of you. It's not about horsepower.
Yeah.
Acceleration is the key. And every dyno reads different. Now you can put that bike, my bike on the dyno, it reads 180. I go to your dyno, it reads 190. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, when you hit that throttle, man, the
Yeah.
the truth will be told, man.
Yeah.
And that's that. You know what I mean? And listen, bro, I have to say I appreciate you for your time, bro. Much respect to you. Much respect to your business.
Thank you, brother.
I hope that Busa does well. I hope the drag strip does well for you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And it was my pleasure to get to know you and to meet you outside of this. Thank you for
Likewise.
being one of my
Likewise.
first guests on Origins. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother.